Welcome back, friends, to another Reverse 1999 video by yours truly, Dragon. Today we are going to go over the reality plant poison DPS Jessica. She just came out a couple days ago and she is literally slapping everything right now, and I can't wait to get into this. She has some pretty interesting team comps and she does some really high damage once you get her built. And in this video today, we're going to be going over her Resonant. We're going to be going over her best Psycubes and the best teams that would go up and benefit her the most. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello guys, and Happy New Year's to you guys watching. And I can't wait to get into this. Let's go ahead and check her out. So we went ahead and pulled her yesterday. I got her built up and we did a little showcase of just some damage. But today we wanted to go over just everything all in total. I'll go ahead and just move my face away. We don't need to have my face for this video. That way we can just get the full ideology of what we're looking at when we are using Jessica and her teams. So first and foremost, we'll go ahead and take a look at her insights and kind of see what they do in general. Whereas Insight 1, Insight 2, and Insight 3. So when you first get her to Insight 1, when attacking an enemy with afflicted poison damage dealt increased by 20% at the start of battle and once every 3 rounds, 1, 3, 6, and 9 after the battle begins, inflicts poison on all enemies for 2 rounds. Inflicts Genesis damage equal to 30% of the caster's attack at the end of each round. So she has a self, basically, poison. Each of her insights is just allowing that poison to be afflicted in a different way and in a better way. Her abilities and everything, when we look at those, they are all benefited off of poison. So let's go ahead and look at her first incantation, Good Friends. Mass attack, so multiple enemies, we're hitting 2 targets with 135% reality damage if the target is in the stats down negative status position or control statuses. This attack deals 30% more reality damage. So we'll kind of get more into that later on once we get to the actual team composition. But what this means is if you have characters like Bloom or Sotheby, then she deals bonus damage depending on the poison or stats down that these other characters are providing to the enemies. So let's go ahead and look at, and if you go into the next stars, it goes up to 45% and we go to 75% more damage. And in return, we go all the way up to 335% reality damage to 2 enemies. And then another 75% more. So basically, we're sitting close to 420, like right around there. No, 410, I'm sorry. Her skill 2 is a single target white blankie. This deals 180% reality damage. If the target suffers poison, deals 40% more reality damage. For each additional stack of poison afterwards, deals 20% more reality damage, up to a max of 40%. So poison at the end of each turn takes Genesis damage. As general, the percentage jumps up to 270. We get 60, 30, 60, and then 450, 100, 50, 100. So pretty good damage that's coming off of her skill 2. And then we have her ultimate, which this one does 350% mass attack to 2 different enemies, inflicts poison on all enemies. So this one is good to jump onto skill 1 or skill 2 to do the maximum damage as well. And then poison at the end of each turn, Genesis damage. So let's go ahead and jump into her Psychube. The one that I'm using right now is Blasphemer of the Night. This one gives you a bonus amplification of attack if the target has 2 or more negative status down. So if you have Bloom and Sotheby on your team, those 2 right there will synergize very well with her, allowing this to proc a lot better. And she gets another bonus 14% incantation might just at level 1 of this. I haven't boosted it up at all, so we can go with that. The other ones that you can go with that are good is the mass attack ones as well. Of course, this one works just as fine. It's not the best in slot, but it does work. And the other one that we can go with, I believe, is Hopscotch. I'm sorry. Is Brave New World. So this one basically works on any DPS whenever it comes to that. You're just using an ultimate and you get bonus damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at her resonant. The resonant, you can either go crit based or you can go attack. If you want to go ahead and base these off of what I've built here, you get a bonus 28% critical rate and 6.5% critical damage using this build right here. If you want to go for just flat attack, you're going to be going with this right here that gives you a bonus 394 versus a 257. So a pretty big increase. You also get a little bit more defense whenever you're going with the attack as well. So survivability is a little bit better. And of course, with crit, it is more of like a fast pace. You're just trying to get as much damage as fast as possible, taking out the enemies like in a 0 cycle or 1 cycle going into that. Let's jump right in and take a look at how we can use her. We do have some of these resource stages that we've already beaten. We'll just go ahead and show off one that we've already done. That way you can kind of see how she's used in battle. I'll go ahead and do this right here so that way we can watch it, and I will put this on the slower speed so that way we can pay attention to it. Basically what I was doing was trying to get some poison on the enemies before attacking. You always want to do that with her damage. It just does a bigger crit. If you see here, I wanted to do a 3-star, did 25,000 damage on a 3-stack. A 2-stack with 1 stack of the Blasphemer of the Night. So you can probably get up into like the 40s or 50k if you get a full stack of everything that you can possibly do on the character, which is pretty freaking cool. I will be making some videos of just her clearing out some of the content once we get a artificial somnolence in there, and that way we can see her true potential. But right now I believe it's star and mineral, so it's not something we really want to go through. But as you can see, the damage that she deals is pretty insane. Bicorn Bloom, the characters that I was using, and we'll go ahead and go through those. Obviously, Jessica being the main DPS. We want to use Sotheby as our healer or slash support. She gives poison. She gives poison with her debuff. So she does a stack of poison for 2 rounds. And then, of course, we have the heal as well. This one just allows you to sustain in battle. And right here deals 450% and damage to all enemies that are active poison. Status on every character take effect immediately. So this one right here also restores HP based on the caster's attack. So pretty cool using her, and her I3 gives you the concentrated essence, inflicts cure status. So that's the one that gives you the cure. As for the other character that we are using Bicorn Bloom, and you can also use Ann Lee as well. She works just as well, but Bicorn Bloom I feel like just provides more because of her debuff. That's a status down. And then she also has this right here that allows you to seal enemies as well when you're in the harder stages. So those are the ones that I'm going with. If you guys have any questions or if I missed anything that you were interested in knowing about Jessica, please let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, we do Black Clover mobile content and Reverse 1999 content on this channel, and we will be jumping into more MMOs and RPGs and gacha games in the future. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful New Year's and a New Year's Day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.